Hey, what's up? What's up, stupid America people? I told y'all and told y'all and told y'all, and they said I was crazy. Everybody said I was crazy. I told y'all what was going to happen in 2019 to 2020, 2021, 2023, 2024, 2025. Again, I'm saying it. Y'all still didn't wake up. Look, man, you got the Republicans, you got the Democrats, you got Congress, government, Congress, senators. They all got paid their kickbacks from Facebook to tear down TikTok. TikTok was never no national security risk. TikTok is not owned by China. TikTok is owned by Singapore, but you stupid motherfuckers go ahead and believe that. Like that stupid ass congressman, Senator Tom Cotton, whatever the fuck is it, Cotton. He's an asshole. He's stupid. He's straight stupid. That's the society and the mentality of the ignorant people in Congress. They stupid. I never forget when they had the meeting. Well, does the internet go through Wi-Fi? And all? I mean, they ask the stupidest questions. They are real stupid. But let's get one thing clear here, man. Now they have to ban Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, period. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is a violation and a security risk. They have been selling out information overseas for decades, but they don't jump on them because they get kickbacks. Our government is the corruptest government in the world, okay? Stop saying you work for us, because you don't. You work for the corporations and your greed. That's what you work for, the corporations and your greed. Stop saying the American people, okay? Because this is not your America. This country belongs to the blacks, Indians, and Mexican, period. That's what this country belongs to. This country was taken by murder, rape, genocide, mayhem, human trafficking, sex trafficking, and child trafficking. And it's still going on as of this very fucking year. Okay? Stop saying the people, the American people, because you're not for the American people. Not no Congress, no government, no Congress, no senators, no Republicans, no Democrats, no presidents, no governors, no mayors. You are not for the people of this country. You are for your corrupt self. This is the only country where corruption is allowed, from the justices to the pigs, cops, sheriff, deputies, government, Congress, senators, Republicans, and Democrats, governors and mayors. This is the most corrupted country in the world. Other countries, they get put to death. They have all committed treason. They have all violated the Constitution and the oath of office. They all have to be put to death, even the military when they back them up. You see, any part of the military that's helping them commit treason, they are traitors themselves. 1718. Madison Wilson wrote into the Constitution, anyone that commits treason against the United States and the Constitution, the penalty is death. When will you fucking people wake up? It's time to take back our constitutional rights. It's time to hold these motherfuckers accountable. I'm trying to get up donations so I can run for governor. And let me explain something to you. The state that I'm trying to run for governor, the Constitution is the law of the land. Any pig, cop, sheriff, deputy, judge, prosecutor, anyone violates that Constitution, Republican, Democrat, senators, anyone that violates that Constitution will be put to death. Like it says, once they violate the Constitution, the penalty is death, period. Everything that they've taken is given to the poor, period. There ain't gonna be no more child's taken from my state. There ain't gonna be no more rapists getting away. There'll be the death penalty for all rapists. There'll be the death penalty for every pig, cop, sheriff, deputy, judge that commits murder on a suspect. There will be a bill passed, a hate bill for blacks. Any paid cop sheriff deputy is there when an African American gets handcuffed, which you do not have to be, is handcuffed under no investigation. They worry about their safety. They claim safety all the time. Don't put the uniform on. Any motherfucker assaults a suspect, you will be held. Everyone with you will be held for aiding and abetting. You'll be charged with aiding and abetting to assault, to murder. You'll be held with no bail. Taxpayers will not be paying your fees. Every senator from my state, Republican from my state, Democrat from my state, their salaries will be cut in half. My state will have free medical like it was in the 60s and the 70s. Until that punk-ass Nixon signed the bill so they could profit off of the sick. 1974, he signed the bill because his family was in the drug industry. And he signed the bill for doctors and medical and all of this shit to get profit. There will be no more profit off of the patients. No more. It'll be medical free. Health care for all free in my state. There'll be no more hate. There'll be no more discrimination and none of that shit. Because once you discriminate, your ass will be put out of business. You call the police on a black person, that person got the right to know that person's address, phone number, and everything else. Sue that motherfucker to the fullest. The Constitution will be my law. Like it says in the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. Anyone that commits treason against the Constitution will be put to death. I don't give a fuck who you are, what your family is, your kids, your cow, your wife, your mother, your father. I don't give a fuck who you are. You'll be put to death once you violate the Constitution. No ifs and no buts. You got these motherfuckers banning this, banning that. Who the fuck gives them the right to tell us what we can have? We didn't give them that fucking right. Every one of them motherfuckers has committed treason. Has committed treason. Our militaries are nothing but cowards. They took an oath to protect the Constitution. They didn't take an oath for no king, no queen, no dictator, or nothing. They took the oath to take for the Constitution. And they still refuse to wake up. If they had any backbone or guts or loyal to the Constitution, they'll be taking Congress into custody, putting them to death in public, like it says. Every Republican, Democrat, governor, mayor, senator, government, they'll be taking them all into custody right now. That's what will be all over the fucking news and putting them to death. The only one general I knew that I loved it, that man. We took an oath to protect the Constitution, not no king, no queen, no dictator. We took the oath to protect the Constitution and to protect the ones that cannot fight for themselves. And you got these motherfuckers getting paid and all of this and all of that. Everybody should be canceling Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Everybody I know already deleted their accounts. I showed them how to override that bullshit. Delete your accounts, man. Delete them all. Fuck them. Let's cripple this country. Let's cripple it. Cripple this country. Don't you know one day would tear the United States' ass up? Just one fucking day would tear the United States' ass up. But you people, you worry more about your Gucci's, putting this online, putting that online. And first of all, like I said, I'm trying to run for governor. I need some donations so I can run for governor. You see? And I'm telling you now, the internet's going to be free like it's supposed to be. The internet was never intended for anybody to run it and to own it. If you look up the history of the internet was not there. And don't look it up on Google, because Google has changed every fucking word that you search and everything else. Don't look it up on Google. Go to a different search bar. Don't look it up on Google. The internet was invented to be free. It was a Navy officer that invented the internet as he was in Taiwan for a signal. The internet is free. You got a free VIP address and everything. The internet is free. No government, no Congress can tell us what we can have, what we cannot have. When will you people wake the fuck up? They're not your mother and your fathers. But you people, so-called Americans, stupid. Straight stupid. Like that idiot senator. Cotton, whatever the fuck his name is. Cotton. Well, how does the internet work? Does it go through a special device? No, I couldn't believe that hearing, man. I watched that hearing. I told y'all back in 2019, 2020, they feared TikTok, so they come up with this lie. The United States Justice Departments are all corrupt. They come up with this lie. They're a national security threat. No, they're not. And they're not in China. Stop lying to the people. Well, I forgot. The people of this so-called country like the lies and the bullshit. They feed on that, you know. Let me tell you, man, I'm running for governor, man. God bear me witness. Allah bear me witness. I'm trying to run for governor. I'm trying to get the funds up, man. Throw my hat in for governor. And let me tell you now, man, every corrupt motherfucking Republican, Democrat, senator, and congressman, run for your lives, man, because I'm holding you for treason. I'm holding you for treason. I will be holding you for treason. My National Guards will be taking you into custody. You will be executed. I'm holding you for treason. For treason. Everyone. Everyone. Every Republican and Democrat and senator in my state, I will be holding you for treason. It's like the fires in California, man. Y'all people don't know what really happened. That was all set. That was set up by the government of BlackRock. Those fires were set by the CEOs. Yeah. The fire goes exactly the same route as the railroad out there. The same exact fucking route. And the same fire that took out Hawaii was the same fire in the United States in California. The same exact fire. The same exact way the fire was started. You could tell the way it burnt. The same exact way that fire was intentionally set to kill off people, to take that land so they can buy that land. And the governor of California should not be letting nobody buy no fucking land. That's another thing. You ain't gonna buy no land. No corporation. None of that shit is gonna happen no more in my state. None of that shit. You ain't be able to buy no land, no nothing. The insurance companies will be paying off that motherfucking, everyone that lost their home, insurance companies will be paying off. If you don't have an office in my state, you will not do no business in my state. Rent will be down. I'm telling you, rent will be down. There's no ifs and no buts. Food will be down. You got the right to grow. You got the right to do what the fuck you want to do. You got the right to defend yourself. You got that constitutional right. Like I said, my state's going to be a constitutional state. You violate the Constitution, you violate the people's privacy and everything else, you will be locked the fuck up. You will be locked up. These judges will not be working for corporations no more. No way. No fucking way. See, people got to understand the laws are not out there for the Biden citizen. It says it in so many cases from 1717, 1776, 1718, all the way up. Codes, rules, citations, and all are not for the Biden citizen. Those are for government officials only, man. For government officials only. Not for the Biden citizen. But people, you rape a child, death penalty. You rape a woman, death penalty. You kill a suspect, death penalty. You be held without bail. I don't give a fuck. You've been a police for 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years. You be held without bail. You'll be held without bail. You'll get no special treatment. You don't deserve none. Any fucking judge disrespects a suspect, a defendant, they'll be removed. It ain't gonna be no patting on the hand and none of that shit no more. No, not in my state. My state will be by the Constitution, 1776 Constitution that was signed into law. That's the common law of the land, the Constitution. Everyone in Congress, government, Congress, senators, Republicans, Democrats that got paid to defame TikTok, to lie, to conspiracy against TikTok, they all need to be held accountable. Nancy Pelosi, she needs to be held accountable. This punk ass Tim, whatever the fuck his name is, that racist motherfucker need to be held accountable. Every one of these motherfuckers got to be held accountable for their corruption, their conspiracy, their treason. They all have to be accountable. They all have to pay the price, their life. Like it says in the Constitution, Madison wrote, anyone that commits treason against the Constitution and the people of the United States, the penalty is death. Taken out in public and executed. That's what the original treason of the Constitution and of the people says. You have committed treason. You have to be taken out in public and hung by the nearest tree. That's what it says. No ifs and no buts. Congress can't override the Constitution. Congress cannot rewrite the Constitution without the people's approval. Congress can't make no laws without the people's approval. Congress can't do shit without our approval. Nothing. Nothing. And let me tell you now, y'all vote me in for governor. Their addresses, they have no right to privacy. Not their address, not their phone number, nothing. They have no right to privacy in my state. There will be no more cameras all over the place violating people's fucking privacy rights and everything. That shit will be taken the fuck down. You got the right to cut them down. There'll be no more ticket cameras. No. And anyone that goes against me will be held for treason. No. This shit got to stop, man. Wake up, people. This shit got to stop. If you got kids, you got to think of your kids. You got pigs, cops, sheriff, deputies, judges, Republicans, and Democrats from Congress, senators, mayors, governors that's getting away with raping women, raping kids. You got a president that you put back in the office for the same exact fucking thing. The same exact fucking thing. So don't bitch about when your kid get raped. Don't bitch about when your woman get raped or your child get raped. You put one in the office. You put a sex offender in office. Fuck about when he tried to overthrow the government. That don't mean shit. We could do that. That's in the Constitution. We could overthrow the government. We, the people, got the right to overthrow the government when the government becomes too powerful and ignore the people's rights and the people's Constitution. We got the right to overthrow the government. Boston Tea Party. We got the right for no more taxes against the poor, against the middle class. We got the right to bring back 1776. When them people dragged up motherfucking Republicans and Democrats and Congress and senators out of their houses and hung them. We have that constitutional right to overthrow this government. Now they talking about they want to ban Red Note. Who the fuck gives you the authority or the right to do that? Nobody does. Nobody did. Nobody put you in office to violate our freedom of speech, freedom of the press. freedom of expression. You have no right to do that. You have no right to live once you violate those constitutions. That's the common law of the land. When will this punk-ass military wake up? You cowards. Our militaries are cowards. When will the fuck will y'all wake up? Y'all took an oath to protect the Constitution. Y'all didn't take no oath to fight against the Constitution, to violate the Constitution, to fight against your fellow man. You didn't take that oath. You took an oath to protect, to preserve, and to kill anyone in government, to take into custody and execute for violating the Constitution under treason. No matter who it is, president, government, Congress, senators, Republicans, Democrats, city council members, you took an oath. You took a fucking oath. Facebook is going bankrupt. And I said that too. I said that last year. I said, look, you keep fucking with TikTok. You paid all. I wonder if Facebook is going to get all that money back from the Republicans and Democrats and congressmen like Nancy Pelosi. She made about $140 million from Facebook and Meta to vote to ban TikTok. And it's just like that Tom dude, that asshole that don't know shit about nothing. He got $175 million for his vote to talk bad and ban TikTok. See, they all got paid. They all got paid from Meta. They all got paid. Now look at them. Their stocks are down. Now you could buy Facebook right now for 25 cents. 25 cents. Take it over. Yeah, you could buy Facebook. And Facebook is not even in the United States. Facebook was the first one that got busted with Twitter and Instagram for selling our information, our social security numbers, date of birth, and all of that. Facebook was the first one that got hit with lawsuits. And stop going for these class action lawsuits. Them shits don't mean a fucking thing. Do your own lawsuit. The ones that get paid on those class action lawsuits is those law firms. They get paid for that, not you. They get the millions of dollars, not you. Okay? File your own lawsuit. Get your own attorney to file against these motherfuckers where you make your money for their violation of your privacy, giving out your personal information. Stop going with these class action lawsuits. You don't get shit from it. Wake the fuck up, people. Tell you, I'm running for governor, man. I'm tired of this fucking shit, man. You got a fucking president that ain't even born in the United States in office again. You got a fucking stupid motherfucker that claim he owns Tesla when Tesla was never a fucking car. Tesla was about electricity and shit. Tesla was never about cars. The first electrical car was made by a black man. 1800s. Okay? But y'all don't know that. We had electrical cars, electrical scooters, electrical wheelchairs back in 1900s. And you know why they was taking off the streets? For the same exact thing they're doing right now all over the country. Catching on fires. In New York, we used to plug them in the ground. We had them all down Manhattan, Lexington Avenue, the Bronx, Queens, Flushing. We had electrical cars all down there plugged into the ground. But the idiots forgot. Water and electricity do not mix. That's how they used to catch on fire. And then when you had a lot of white people getting killed, and then you had the oil industry, we got to remove the electrical cars. We got to move the cars that runs on water. We got to remove the cars that runs on propane. We got to remove all of the cars that runs on all of this shit, man. Moonshine. Because it's interfering with our money. So Congress did put it in a bill no electrical cars. Look it up. Don't go on Google. Go on a different website, search engine, look it up. They took electrical cars off the streets and anything electrical after 1900. Because they waited 2 years until white people's kids were getting killed in them cars. In Chicago, in New York, in Texas, in Florida. They waited 2 years until people was mad because they had electrical cars back then. But you people think this is all new. Nah, electrical cars are not new. Everything you got is not new. Computers been out for years. Computers been out for fucking a decade. Computers are not new. Computers are not new. You people are stupid, man. You people are fucking stupid, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to run for governor, man. My state is going to be well protected. There ain't going to be no more corruption. You corrupt, every motherfucking person that runs for office, their salary will be cut in half. You have no right to make more than a citizen does. No, hell no. You in the stocks and bonds, you're not being no senator, you're not being no governor, you're not being nothing in the office whatsoever. You have no right to be running for office whatsoever. Everything you make will be on pen and paper. Who gave you this money, where this money came from, everything will be on pen and paper. We want to know everything. Everything. Once you violate the Constitution and your oath of office, you'll be put to death. No ifs and no buts. You'll be taken out of your home and you'll be executed right there in front of everybody. You'll be put to death like it says in the Constitution. Anyone that commits penalty, perjury, treason against the Constitution, the penalty is death. You'll be taken in the street and hung right there in front of everyone and left there. Everything you own will be taken from you and your family and given to the poor. I'm going by what the Constitution says. Original Constitution. Start running, Republicans and Democrats and senators and Congress. Start running. Get the fuck. There ain't going to be no such thing because there never was a such thing as a dual citizenship in my state. There'll be no fucking such thing as a dual citizenship. None whatsoever. None. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid. We didn't put you in office to tell us what we can have, what we can't have. So many lawsuits coming out now with that idiot president. We're going to go to electric cars. Motherfucker, your ass ain't going to be driving electric cars, so you don't got no right to have a gas car neither. You don't got no fucking right to have a gas car neither. Who the fuck are you to tell us what we can have, what we can't? Every state has already filed lawsuits in federal court. You can't tell a citizen what they can have and cannot have. Who the fuck are you? Where are these idiots in Congress coming from, man? Because they all stupid. They're awesome. I wouldn't give a fuck. You got a PhD, HDY, YYC. I don't give a fuck. You are some stupid motherfuckers. You are literally stupid motherfuckers, racist motherfuckers and everything else. Racism? Nah. This law's on the book about racism. I'm going to follow that law. You racist against somebody, your ass ain't going to have no job. See? A store calls on a citizen because he black. Or some white motherfucker call on a citizen, your ass will go to jail for hate crime. Straight fucking hate crime. You'll get 25 years for hate crime. No ifs and no buts. You a PA cop, sheriff, deputy, you kill a suspect, everybody with you will be held accountable. And you will get the death penalty. There ain't gonna be no plea dealing. You will be sentenced to death. You have no right to appeal or nothing. You will be sentenced to death. You rape a child, you'll be sentenced to death. You rape a woman, you'll be sentenced to death. You trafficking kids, you'll be sentenced to death. I wouldn't give a fuck. You a preacher, pig, cop, sheriff, deputy president of the United States. I don't give a fuck. You in my state, you commit them crimes, you'll be sentenced to death. To death. You have no right to live. You will be sentenced to death. Internet will be free. Medical will be free. Everyone in government in my state, their salaries will be slashed in half. You work for the people. The people do not work for you. You work for the people. You work for the people. From the Social Security office, you work for the people. You nasty against them, you will be fired. You do not deserve to be working at the Social Security office. There will be no more bullshit about work at home. You some lazy motherfuckers. I went to court the other day because I filed a thing for escrow, put my rent in escrow. I just wanted the things fixed, you know? So this attorney got up there and he lied his ass off, right? For the clients, right? Which I'm about to file against his ass, perjury to the courts. And if they don't take action against this attorney and lock his ass up for perjury into the courts, I lost all faith in the system. But that shit's going to stop. Because once you commit perjury to the courts, I don't give a fuck who you are. Even a judge will be removed and they'll be put in prison. Period. So, went by the law that states in 504B 21, all tenants have a right to request, verbally or in writing, a copy of all utility bills, from electric bill and water bill. And the management company or the landlord cannot charge for no repairs whatsoever if it's not the fault of the renter. Okay? And they cannot charge administration fee whatsoever except one time, and it has to be only $8. All right? They cannot charge for sewer repairs and all of that shit to the tenants. That's the building owner's responsibility, not the tenants. Okay? They cannot charge you for washer and dryer because they're charging you to use it, and you're getting charged twice. You're getting charged for washer and dryer to use, and you're getting charged already in your apartment for water and electricity. They can't do that. They can't do that. They don't see these mortgage, these landlords don't give a fuck about what the law says. They don't give a fuck about the law says. They don't give a fuck about the law says they got to notify you within 24 hours a notice. They got to send you a notice 24 hours, right? They don't do that. They don't give a fuck about what the law says. All right? And then they force you, literally, they force you, or you cannot rent from them. And that happened to me. They forced, I said, well, I don't need no renter's insurance. Well, if you don't get renter's insurance by us, then you can't rent from us. So they put out this recording, they put out this tape recording. I had to say, I agree for them to use my Social Security number. And every time I had to say that, I said, under penalty of perjury. You know, you are forcing me, you know, to say this. And then I said, fuck it. She cuts it off, erases it. She says, no, you got to say it like this. Okay, under duress, bam. I said, I'm not saying it no more. It's under duress. All right? You mean to tell me extortion means, the law of extortion means is you forcing someone to do something for money. If they don't do it, you do not provide them. That's extortion. That's extortion. And that's what they do, extort. And then they gave out my social security number without my consent, without my permission, my information. Investigation came down. They found out who did it. Everything came from this individual's IPS address. We found that out and everything else, right? So anyway, I got some of the repairs done. They fixed the kitchen sink, which is cool, and they had to order parts for the bathtub, you know. So that's cool, you know. That's cool. But this was the ass kicker. They had you on this thing, this monitor thing. I couldn't see the fucking judge. All I remember was white hair, right? That's all I remember was white hair, right? Couldn't see it too good, you know, I'm partially blind. Couldn't see it too good. Couldn't see, you know, the person's face or nothing. All I seen was like white hair, like Santa Claus hair, white hair, right? And I don't know if she had glasses on or not, but I couldn't see her face at all. Don't know her name because her name wasn't on none of the dockets, that the paperwork that I got. And this is an ass kicker. Every time I've been in court, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Fuck all of that anyway. But they never did that. Like, what kind of kangaroo court is this here? You know? So now I sent the letter out to request copies of everything so I could go ahead and file my appeal and file this complaint with the Justice Department. All right? She did not follow the law. Judges are there as referees. They cannot practice law or nothing. And she's practicing law. She's literally practicing law on the bench. Literally. She tell me, well, did you send in? They knew about they knew about what had to be done and everything else. So when I filed the escrow notice, everything was there. But then they said it wasn't. So I left a copy. And it says right there, you violated this right here, and you also violated this law right here of retaliation. And you violated this law because I asked it many times for copies of the utility bills under this citation, this law, and you refused me. So now you retaliated against me. You had to place search without a warrant by the police that came out of your mouth. She had my place search, comes out of her mouth. She had to place search by the police and everything without a warrant, without a federal warrant, state warrant, nothing. Violation of my constitutional rights, and also in there, violation of this because you retaliated against me and you refused to give me and do repairs. You stopped all repairs. That was in a letter to this individual. To this individual. So then the guys come yesterday to start working on shit. But that sink kicked their ass though, man. I ain't gonna lie about it. They couldn't get that sink. They couldn't get that force it out for shit to save their lives, man. They had to cut that damn thing out, man. They did. They had to cut that motherfucker out. I don't know who put that up in there or what, but they said when they took over, everything was in this building when they took it over, right? And I'm like, well, you see it leaks now, but it was leaking more than what it was before. From the time you turn it up and the water just comes out of from the bottom of the faucet, just pours out, man, you know. And they knew about this. And she stopped all repairs, but she still got a job. And then she go, you people. So I said, what you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? What the fuck you mean? I'm asking what the law says I got a right to have. This is what the law says for these repairs to be done. And I want them done. So she retaliated, canceled all repairs. She canceled all repairs by retaliation until I had to put this shit in escrow to get these repairs done. You see, it was fucking crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. And so then The judge go, well, you got 14 days. Whoa, 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 whoa. They was notified. They was fully aware of these repairs. The judge ignored what I had to say. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, bam. So I got a copy of the letter right here to give you. They was fully aware of all of these repairs. She maliciously stopped all repairs. So I sent them the letter. Told the clerk, the judge wanted a copy of this. Sent a copy to them. So they read, oh, fuck, you fucked up, man. Oh, man, you fucked up. We was fully aware of these repairs. You falsely made me lie to the judge that we was never notified about these repairs. Oh, hell, we're going to have a problem if this man takes it any further. Yes, I'm taking it further. Because you lied. You committed perjury to the courts. Fucking perjury to the courts. You committed perjury to the fucking courts. Then they sent with the work crew the electric bill, right? Now, electric bill is under their name, okay? So we added all of this up about what they charging me. They overcharging me. You got 13 units in this building. Keep charging me administration fee, which says in the law that you cannot charge administration fee but $8. If that, not $25, not $35, not $45, not $50, not $60. That's what it says in the law. Even underwater. You can't charge for no maintenance, no sewer maintenance, none of that shit. But that's what they charge, and they're not following the law. They are not following the law. And this is from Echo Management Property. Yeah. 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 And the invoices, they still haven't sent me an original copy of the water bill. They keep sending me these invoices that they print up, right? So what they did was they charge you this and you say something, so they take it out and say you don't owe this, but yet they still charge you that same amount that they supposed to took out. Oh, what is that? Oh, man, there was a law about that called extortion. Fixing books. Fixing numbers. And they get away with it. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing how they get away with this shit. And then they sent out my information, which we got a copy of that, and who did it. We know who did it. See, they fucking with the wrong person, man. They fucking with the wrong person. I'm a fighter. I don't give a fuck. I'm a fucking fighter. You know? I'm not going to stand back and let y'all keep fucking over me. I don't think so. I'm a fighter. I'm a straight fighter. I'm going to tell it like it is. You know? And then, these motherfuckers out here, they love the N-word, man. One of the ladies, she turned around and she said, man, I don't know what's going on with you and this lady from management, but she is a bitch. I go, why? What happened? She wanted me to write a statement saying that you tried to assault her. I'm like, when? I don't hit women. Now, if she was a guy, it would be a totally different story. Put him on his motherfucking ass. Okay, once you a guy, you call me a nigga, and people like you, I'm putting you down on your ass. I don't give a fuck if you got a gun on or not. I'm putting you down. You're going to meet your God. It's called Gold Market Property Management. Gold Market Property Management, it's called. That this bitch worked for. They corrupt. That's who the FBI should be taking all of them motherfuckers into custody. seizing every fucking thing they got, like they did in California. Oh my God, let me tell you what happened in California. So they're going after these property management companies, right? For overcharging rent and rent prices and all of that shit. They going after them hard in California, New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of those property management companies were shut down out there. Okay, the FBI went straight after these motherfuckers. Corruption under the RICO Act, and that's what I'm gonna file in federal court under them. The RICO Act, extortion, corruption, the works. I'm filing federal court the RICO Act against them. Yeah, you know they turn around and they alter their invoices on us from the water and electric. They alter their bills. You know, and I'm still fighting that right now. You charge someone. Now, this funny thing. Let's say you moved in somewhere. I don't give a fuck where at in the United States. Let's say you moved in on the 29th of January. Let's say you move in on the 29th of January. And you get a bill dated January 1st. Listen carefully. You moved in on January 29th. You get an electric bill from January 1st to January 31st. How is that possible? You're getting a water bill from January 1st to January 31st. How is that possible when you just moved in on the 29th of January? Listen carefully. You moved in because some people, they don't have it all up there. You move into a place, let's say January 29th. Okay, January 29th. Let's say January 29th, 2025. Your first bill comes for January 1st to January 31st for 2025. That's the electric bill. You call them up. How do you get an electric bill for $68 or $98 from January 1st to January 31st when you moved in on January 29th? Nobody can explain this. Then you was told that, well, it's from the previous renters. You're responsible for the previous renters. No, you're not. Then you get a water bill from them again. The same agency, the management company. You get a water bill from January 1st to January 31st, but yet you moved in on January 29th, 2025. You get a water bill for $70-something, and you call about that. How am I getting a water bill for $70-something or even $12.71 when I just moved in on January 25th, January 29th, 2025? So how are you giving me a water bill from January 1st to January 31st when you just moved in on January 29th? That's impossible. Then you'd be told again, you're responsible for the previous owner's bill. No, you're not. That's what I'm fighting with. They corrupt. They extort money. They come up with these bogus bills and everything. And this calculation is totally off. You know, I had someone from a place called Xcel Energy look at everything. He said, man, that reading out there is not accurate whatsoever. First of all, you got some sockets that's not even working, that has no electricity coming in. I don't even know how the hell they running this shit over here. See, this is monopolized. It shouldn't be that way. Xcel Energy should be out here. Xcel Energy should be all over this fucking state. You see, that's what I run for governor. I make governor. That's one fucking thing I'm going to do. Stop all this monopoly bullshit. That ain't happening. You got the right to have any kind of internet you want if you want to, but internet is free. Internet is free. Internet was never put out there to be owned by anyone. No one owns the internet. No one owns the internet. Not government, not Congress, not senators, Republicans, Democrats, governors and mayors. Nobody owns the internet. Internet is free. They cannot stop you from having a VIP address. Internet is fucking free, people. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, they corrupt. They corrupt. Gold Market Property Management is fucking corrupt. Fucking corrupt. You know, and I like I asked this one guy, I said, hey man, is your water bill ever this high? He said, hell no. And you by yourself? I said, yep. I live by myself. Nurse comes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll take my leg off and everything. Run the tub Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's it. Cleaning lady come. And that's it. So how the hell, in the same amount of room where I used to be at, and this is insane. No water bill, no electric bill should be this fucking high. None. None whatsoever. They are committing extortion and overcharging people. And half of these people won't even fight about that, man. Half of these people won't even fight. And when they first said I owe $12.71, I called. Even got a what do you call that? You write on your phone, text message. And they said, well, you shouldn't have got a bill. So I even went down there and showed them. I said, why did I get this bill? The date moved in was this date here, not from the 1st to the 31st. So why am I getting a bill? Oh, that's for the previous tenant. I don't give a fuck about the previous tenant. That's none of my fucking business. So then I had to look up what does the law says about utility bills. Bam. That's when I sent him a letter. I want copies of the original. Not your bullshit you print up off your computer. Said that several times. Not the bullshit you print up off your computer. I want the original water and electric bill from the prior years. You go back to 2 years, even further, the law says, and what the previous tenants was paying. That's what the law says. And that cannot be violated. That cannot be ignored. But guess what? I don't even know if that lady was a judge, to be honest, because I didn't see nothing that said judge on there, nothing. But I do know one thing. Oh my God, dude, when I was on there doing that court thing, right, at the courthouse, oh man, there was this fine ass lady on there, man. She kept coming on. I'm like, God damn, she fine. She had these black glasses on, black frame glasses, kind of brown. Oh, that girl was fine, man. Had black hair. Oh, Lord, that woman was fine, man. God damn, she was fine. Now, I know this other fine lady, too. She takes the cake. She a police chief, man. She is one fine-ass lady. Oh, Lord, have mercy now. That police chief, I don't know her personally. I've seen her. That police chief is one fine-ass woman, boy. She is really, really fine. Now, my divorce judge, she was fine. She was very, very pretty. She needed meat on her bones, but she was very, very pretty. My divorce judge was very, very pretty. But this judge here, man, I don't know nothing about this judge. I don't even think this was a judge, though, man. That's the funny thing about it. I don't even think this was a judge, because I couldn't see nothing. All I seen was white hair. So I couldn't actually see her face or anything. I didn't see no name on no paperwork or nothing like that. And that's what really bothered me. Why there wasn't no judge's name on the paperwork, no judge's seal, no court seal, no state seal on the paperwork, no signature, because you can't do stamp signatures and all of that. That's the law. I don't care what they rules they passed, don't mean shit. That's the law, And there was nothing on that paperwork, man, nothing whatsoever. But what gets me is this judge allowed their attorney to commit perjury. And so I know when I left that letter that I did send it to him and they was aware of the repairs to be done, and this was retaliation. I already know what that judge, God damn it, that attorney lied to me. Lied to me. In my face, that attorney lied, said their clients, Gold Market Property Management, was not aware of this. Now, I seen in Washington, D.C., I seen attorneys get locked up for perjury in the courts in Washington, D.C. This attorney has to be locked up in Minnesota for perjury to the courts. Has to be locked up for perjury. No ifs and no buts. They gotta lock that motherfucking attorney up, man. They have to lock these attorneys up for perjury, man. Because I sent it and I said, look, this is what you did. You know you did it. You was fully aware. You maliciously stopped all repairs. Maliciously. So I've been paying for drip water, and we paying for when a lady's apartment flooded out, her pipe busted or something. We paying for that, you know, and this shit got to stop. These motherfuckers are corrupt. They are straight corrupt. They're not supposed to be charging us for no fucking repairs. Not for the sewer line, none of that shit. That's their responsibility, not the tenants. That's what the law says. That's exactly what the law says. When I left a copy, even a court clerk, I couldn't believe his and I said, yeah, and he told the judge they was never notified about the repairs, but look what it says. You maliciously, intentionally, retaliation against me and stopped all repairs. You stopped all repairs in that place because I followed the law. You stopped all repairs, and you're in violation of this right here. Retaliation. It was all in the paperwork. All in the paperwork that I handed to the clerk. And he's looking at it like, holy shit, I wonder if the judge is really going to take this because their attorney did commit perjury. No kidding. Oh, but I forgot. She was white. I forgot. She was white and he was white. I totally forgot about that. And so maybe they may not take it. The perjury won't do nothing against him. Because I forgot he was white and she was white. Well, I saw white hair. I never saw white hair. Well, I did see white hair on the African-American lady. She was kind of cute. And I saw white hair on the Spanish lady. She was fine. Her complexion with that white hair was really, really beautiful. But I couldn't see the face of that judge because I couldn't see through that screen or nothing, you know? And I hate those damn things, man. I hate those damn things. But peace out, man. I got to take my meds, man, before I end up dying. But people, wake up. It's your last time. Republicans were never for the people. Republicans were for corruption, corporations. With the overturn of a lot of cases, laws should have never been for corporations anyway. Your Constitution is there. Fight for it. Fight for it. When these judges are out of line, file your lawsuit against them because they violated their oath of office. You can do that. You can put a talk on their bond. You can put a talk on their bond. Every judge, every court clerk in the United States has to be bonded. Every PA, cop, sheriff, deputy has to be bonded. Have to be bond. If they're not bond, they can't work. That's the bottom line. Start holding these motherfuckers accountable. Start holding them accountable. Peace out, man. Hey, I've been